that this number that has been receiving calls, making calls, SMSs.
Which number is that?
07.
07?
Is it 072, Mr. House? The one that you said it belongs to accused number 3. This 205.
Yes. 0722766816.
Not too fast.
Oh, sorry.
07227?
0722766869. That one.
888
Yes.
Yes.
69.
You said now that was the number for accused number 3. Correct?
I said I didn't identify. That was given by the investigation team. That's correct.
So okay, the number is 0727668169. Investigation team
I'm following your evidence.
Yes.
I'm not putting or testing.
I understand.
Yes,
Yes,
I'm
I
putting as per your evidence. You said this number belongs to accused number 3. When we were asked in chief examination that he was competing with accused number 5.
That's correct, ma'am.
Yes. The essence of this question is that on the 26th of October 2014 at 4 minutes past 5, this number was not at Phosphorus. Do you see that?
26th of October at
2014
yeah.
at 4 minutes past 5 in the afternoon or evening. This number,
You're on page? Where's that
Page
number?
11, my lord.
page 11.
Page 11.
Page, sorry, let me just get there. Hello? Yeah, okay. Oh, okay. So you said it's 26? Yes, sir. You said it's on the 26th of
On the
October.
26th of October
Page
2014.
page 11.
Page 11, my lord.
At what time? 26th
Time
October?
is 4 minutes past 5. 17:04.
4 minutes past.
5.
For how many minutes? How many seconds is it?
124, my lord.
124.
It's part in the middle.
Okay, fine, yeah?
The page.
Okay, I found it.
My question is, from that time up to the 27th of October, the 27th of October 2014, this number was not within the vicinity of Phosphorus.
Not according
Do you
to the
agree?
data, my lord.
Uthi ke ummeli suka nge26 kuyoshaya ke nge27 le number le yayingekho khona ke ephosphorus. Uthi ke umephendula ufakazi lokho akushiwo imininingwane nama idata le.
Sorry?
She's not according to the data, my lord.
Sorry?
Not according to the data, my lord. He was not in phosphorus. That's correct.
Hayi ngokwayo ke iphosphorus ngokwayo idata lena yayingekho ephosphorus kuyiqiniso lokho.
And this implies that accused number 3 was not in Phosphorus from that time up to the 27th of October 2014.
I can't say that, my lord.
Yes, my lord, we object against that question. I think maybe the handset was not, the handset, but not the accused.
Yeah, that's the point.
I'm glad. I wanted to take the state on that aspect. That's the reason why I'm asking this question to this witness. This witness is an expert. This witness said he understands the towers. This witness, when he was led with confidence that accused number 3 and number 5 were communicating and gave the numbers to this court. With confidence, because the state wanted to prove that there was a communication between accused number 3 and number 5. Secondly, they wanted to prove that accused number 5 and number 3 know each other. The point that I'm driving this court to, emanating from what my colleague is saying, I did not get the philosophy behind the adducing of evidence which may or which will create a fundamental principle in a creation of a presumption.
As a court, please, my learned friend is busy with the argument.
No. It's not an argument. It's not an argument.
Let's first, Mr. Mngomezulu, let Baloyi put his
I'm
point.
replying from what Baloyi was saying, madam.
Yeah, but when he wants to answer you, then you say it's not an argument, then he sits down.
Yes.
So me, I don't know who to listen to. So remember, I spoke about the tavern yesterday, or day before yesterday.
Indeed, my learned, I'm sorry about that, my lord. My learned friend is busy addressing the court and talking about the philosophy behind the leading of certain evidence. This witness cannot be of assistance as far as that is concerned. Hence, we're saying that it's a point of argument that he can perhaps raise at the conclusion of the case.
May I respond by saying, my lord? When the state introduced the evidence of the 205s, the primary aim was to prove to this court that these 5 accused persons know each other. We are talking about the evidence that they want to adduce in order to prove that accused number 1 to 5, they know each other. That's the first point. I'm talking about the physique of these accused persons. The evidence submitted to this court, as it was objected, as it constitutes irrelevancy, is that the state, as it has deviated from proving all the elements of the case, they now wanted to prove that these accused persons know each other. Number 2, the state submitted evidence in relation to the numbers that belonged to these particular accused persons. In the same, where's my document? You took it from me. Yes, in the same GG, in the same exhibit that we are reading from, there is a record document attached
Yeah.
to prove the owner of the person, the owner of the device that is reflected in this exhibit. Accused number 1, cell number 079-379-0137 is the number that the state has led that belongs to accused number 1. It was not an assumption that this number belongs to accused number 1. It has been put as evidence by the state, and accused number 1 admitted that that number belongs to him. That question or that submission or that evidence was directed to the person of accused number 1 being the owner or the possessor of that particular device. 205s were done, especially this 205, the one that we are reading from. It's a 205 of accused number 3. We cannot turn a blind eye and say we assume that this number might be a number for accused. It's evidence brought by the state to prove that we will prove to this court that accused number 3 was in communication with other accused persons. I don't find any fallacy in my submission to say any philosophy to be created must either be understood under a presumption. If I'm in possession of this cell phone, a presumption will always be rebuttable, depending on the explanation of the person is alleged to be in possession of that cell phone. But in this case, the state has led evidence for a number of weeks, laboring on the evidence to prove that the owners of these phones belong to these accused persons. Now, if this witness, I didn't say the witness must conclude and say this, he did not compile this, but he was adamant to testify subject to that lady from Vodacom coming to confirm the contents thereof. There is no doubt that this document belongs to accused number 3. Any movement from Foslorus, because now they can see that this evidence takes accused number 3 away from the crime scene, they want to raise an objection. I was waiting for this opportunity to come. Hence, I was even telling, when I was showing that I've got the 205 for Kelly Kumalo, I was sure that I wanted any evidence from the state that deals with 2014. In conclusion, my Lord, before, if my colleague wants to make submissions, this witness has been confident to the extent that when he brought the first affidavit, which is DD5, suddenly there were so many alterations and changes based on the numbers in order to prove that all these accused, these numbers belong to them. So there's direct evidence according to this document that this number belongs to accused number 5, and it is the defense of accused number 5 that he was not at Fort Lawrence.
Yes, sir. You want to say anything?
Well, after that long argument, the state's objection was simple. It was put to the witness that given the fact that on the 26th of October 2014 at 17:04 and 39 seconds, the handset was no longer in Fort Lawrence, it shows that the accused number 3 was no longer in Fort Lawrence, and all that we raised an objection and said all that it says, it just shows that the handset, not the
physical presence.
Yes, that was the that was the only objection, my lord.
Yeah. What's the time there?
It's 15:25, my lord. It's almost. It's
Are you available tomorrow,
almost the end of the day.
Lieutenant, is it?
I'm still available tomorrow, my lord.
Yeah. So there's a distinction between a set, a handset, and the human being.
Sorry, my lord, before we adjourn, I'd request that accused number 2 be brought at 9 tomorrow, because I've given him some homework and we need to consult tomorrow in the morning before we resume.
Who transports accused to? Are they,
It's the investigating team who will arrange that.
Oh, they will arrange it. You say they'll arrange it.
Thank you, my lord, I'm in that.
Okay, let's meet tomorrow.
Thank you, ma'am.